It's Tweety-Pie here, and I'm your Junior Tutor. Join me today for a special edition, Inscribed in Stone.
The Lincoln Memorial! Today, we're studying singular versus plural. The verbs is and are. Is singular and are is used with plural subjects. We must be scholarly in all areas to see the true perspective. But why does this matter to me? And what does this have to do with inscribed in stone? Let's take a look at the big picture. Our timeline shows us that in the early 1600s, the Pilgrims arrived in America. By the 1700s, 13 colonies were established. In 1776, King George III received our letter of independence, and we all joined in a league of friendship to write the Articles of Confederation. In 1789, we agreed to give limited authority to a 3-branch system of government through our United States Constitution, and we elected our first president, George Washington. Well, 75 years passed and America elected 16 presidents, and our population exploded from 2.5 million to over 31 million. Well, back then, we had a limited government, and it got bigger and bigger, and we had more and more disagreements. The Civil War changed America. In my line of great-grandfathers, I have an ancestor who fought long and hard and survived a prison camp. His colonel's grave is in my hometown. To honor his well-worn monument with a visit and a flag is a privilege I will never forget. Lincoln said in his Gettysburg Address that they gave the last full measure of devotion. May we all say that we here highly resolve that these dead, those that have died in the war and those that have sacrificed and gone before us, shall not have died in vain. On the other side of the war, the change was shocking. Even the little things showed that we had left the very first intent of the first settlers. Let me see if I can help you understand this better. You see, before the war, it was described as these United States are, plural, many separate sovereign states, as spelled out by our founding fathers. But after the war and after Lincoln's assassination, it was described as the United States is singular, one whole country, showing unity. But in doing so, we gave up something and accepted something completely different, which brought us to where we are today in America. As one of my Christian attorney friends said, you can do something, but just you know that in doing that, you have entered something completely different. You've become something different. Just you know that. We may be today, the United States is, but one thing that is written in stone is that we are all under God.
President Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president. He was also president during the Civil War. You know, he gave the famous speech at Gettysburg. He said that we were this nation under God. Today, many unlearned people shout down others and do disrespectful things because they don't like those words, under God. But the fact is, we are all under God, whether we like it or not. The Bible says that every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. I'm thankful for our heritage, for those who went before me to build America. I love our country, and I love visiting Washington, D.C., and seeing God inscribed in all the stone. I stand with Lincoln when he said, under God.
It's inscribed in stone for you to see when you visit the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. It's Tweety-Pie here, your Junior Tutor, reminding you of God's promise. and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Bye-bye.